Hi everybody, welcome to Little Moves, Big Results. This is our weekend program, which will alternate either, the two different concepts are wait, wait, don't get up. Those are your morning bed exercises to do. So you don't have to get down on the floor. You've got your whole mattress that you can be doing the wake up exercises. So join me for that if you haven't seen it. And then also this one is don't just sit there. And this whole concept really was developed because so many people, I'm going to say 55 plus, but it really is the 60 plus group, they feel they sit too much. So I'm going to give you ideas on things that you can do when you're watching your favorite program, which I'm doing. So I'm in my family room right now. I'm in my most comfortable chair. If you have joined me for my program on Monday and Wednesdays, I cue posture numerous times throughout our time together, which I'll be touching on it today, just to plant the concept to you. It really does make a difference. When you're sitting in your comfortable chair, what do we normally do? We sit back, we kind of round the shoulders, and we just relax. We're at the end of the day usually watching our Wheel of Fortune, maybe you're watching Jeopardy, news, whatever you're watching, and we just kind of slouch. But during this 15, 20, 25-minute period, what I'd like you to do is to just sit up in the chair. You don't have to sit at the very end because we're not going to actually be getting up from the chair. But I want you to feel the difference on removing your back from the back of the chair. It automatically starts to incorporate the core. And core muscles are really important. And if you do nothing more than to just sit in your most comfortable chair and sit up, if you don't do anything else but that, you'll be working your core muscles. So I like to do the little moves because they really do produce big results if you can do them on a consistent basis. So I'm going to move my footstool over because I want you to see what I'm doing. One concept that I want you to grab onto and never forget is that movement is good. All movement is good. No movement is not good. Why? Because if there's no movement, no range of motion, we get tight. And we want to keep that circulation going, and we want to be able to grab and touch and reach just a little bit further. And then we don't do it all with our first attempt. We work towards it. So as you can see, I'm sitting up straight in my relaxed chair. Not my one without any arms. This one has the arms on it, which I'm going to actually use to my advantage. So hopefully you've got arms on your chair. If not, you can always put pillows and kind of boost it up that way. But anyway, I want to just give a couple cues here. Make sure that you have 2 fists distance between the knees and your feet are flat on the floor. Now your shoulders go up to your ears, shoulders go back. As soon as your shoulders go back, your chest goes out, correct? Oh yeah. And when my shoulders go back, chest goes out, my shoulder blades start to squeeze together. That's what I'm looking for. Now very slowly drop those shoulder blades in your back pocket. And now you're completely open here. Take your hands, put them right here on the quads. Good. Gotta give yourself a little rub here. It feels good. Now, obviously I'm talking you through this, but this is what I'm doing while my TV is over here. It's over to my left. I'm looking at the TV and I'm warming up the body. Just taking the flat hands, rubbing them right here on the quad. Think about your belly button, bring it back to your spine. Tighten it up. Good. So I brought my belly button back to my spine. Good. Sitting up nice and straight. I can kind of feel like, ooh, yes. And now I'm going to bring my sides in, okay? Thinking about if this was a clock, round clock. You've got your 6 o'clock and you've got your 12 o'clock. Bring them together. Good. Now bring your 3 and your 9 o'clock together. So you're nice and tight. Belly button back to the spine. Oh yeah. Got your hands right here on your quads and push up. You probably elongated your torso about 1/2 inch. You start to feel it on the sides a little bit. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose and blow it out. Deep breath in and blow it out. relaxing those shoulders. So while you're doing this little routine, whatever your routine is going to be, you're going to start coming up with other things that you want to do other than suggestions I'm making. Because movement is good. Do what works for you and never push it. We'll get there. Hands go right here on the quad, push up again. The reason why I will keep saying that is because as we're sitting here, or as you're watching your program or listening to me, whatever you're doing, we start to get into the old habits. All of a sudden the lower back starts to touch the back of the chair, your back, your shoulders. We want to keep that up. We're not going to be at the end of our seat, which we usually are when we're doing our other class together. This one is in your comfortable chair. Good. So now we've got our shoulders up, back and down. We've got our core nice and tight. I can tell you guys are looking good. It's a great way to start the weekend. Take your hands, put them on the quads, push up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Feel it all the way up and down your sides. You can see if you do nothing more but to sit like this during your half an hour program, sometimes that's all you have to do just to get yourself a little bit stronger. Okay, now we're going to spend a little bit of time here. So I always have my water next to my table, and if you've ever taken my class, I am a firm believer in tennis balls. Okay, get yourself a canister. Have one in your car. It's always good to grab. Instead of getting mad at your other fellow drivers, grab a hold of the ball. But they're great to have by your table, by your favorite chair. Why? Because while you're watching your program, it can be rolling the balls around, good. Getting the dexterity going with the fingers. Okay, and I'm taking my thumbs and I'm kind of just twirling it in my hand. Now if you've been in my class, when we do this with the balls, and they go all over the place, I'm the runner. Unfortunately, now that you're doing this in your own home, you're going to have to be your own runner. So just get yourself very comfortable with the ball. And if you're doing nothing else but rolling the ball and sitting up in the perfect posture position, you got a lot going on. There's a lot going on while you're probably solving the problem or solving the puzzle from Wheel of Fortune, or admiring Vanna's outfits. Love her dresses, love them all. Good, and now I'm gonna take my ball, either one or two. If you've got two, all the better. It'll save you time, you don't have to change hands then. Spread your fingers as wide as you can, and very slowly grab a hold of those balls nice and tight and bring those elbows up, right here. So just picture me, okay, I'm trying to figure out my puzzle from Jeopardy or whatever program I'm watching, and you talk about multitasking, we are multitasking personified here, just squeezing the ball. So again, if you only have one, that's fine. You're gonna change hands, so count to maybe 10 good squeezes, and then hold it nice and tight, and then switch your hands. But I'm gonna keep them just going with both hands. Big thing is you don't want your elbows to drop. Keep the elbows up. Good, just feel this in the armpit area. Feel in the bicep, the tricep, nice. And relax. Again, shoulders are up, back, down in the back pocket. Shoulder blades are in the back pocket, belly button, back to the spine, and bring in the sides. Nice deep breath in. And blow it out. I'm going to take my ball and I'm going to put it under my foot. And you want to roll your foot. Get the circulation going on the bottoms of the feet. It feels great. If you want, and you've got both balls there, here you go. You just have to keep control. I like to roll my toes so I stop it from going, so I don't have to get up and get it. Could miss the puzzle if I'm out walking around here. So we're just gonna sit. This is what we're doing. Good. Getting circulation going on the bottom of the feet. If you've not ever had a reflexology treatment or whatever on the bottoms of the feet and the toes, there's a lot of nerve endings there. So why not use your tennis ball and give it a little bit of muscle here. So I'm gonna press it under my right foot, keep my left foot nice and stable, holding onto the arms of my chair. Good. And just bring it front and back, front and back. Go all the way front with the toes, and now bring it back, back and forth. And now do a circle. Good. Do the toes, You'll get really good at this after a while. Pretty soon you'll be flipping it up and catching it. It's amazing. Here we go. Right in the arch of the foot. It feels good. Now, as soon as you feel like you've got pretty much good command of the ball, press down. Oh yeah. Press down on the heel. Good. Press down right in the arch, right on the pad of your feet. And now let's do the other foot. So the right foot is going to hold that ball down. Left foot is going to circular rotation. Good. Get to know the ball. It's a little bit of, it's a foot and eye coordination. Okay, we want our foot to be able to do what we want it to do with the ball. If we're going to go back and forth, we want it to do that. Have command of it. And start to knead the bottoms of the feet. Any type of neuropathy or feet issues, this is really good. It's a good exercise to do, and you can do it while you're sitting. So that's good. So then you're not just sitting there. You're sitting, but you're doing something. I like to go on the side of my foot as well. Get those nerves going, and now go on the outside of the foot. See if you can keep command of the ball. Good. And now, if you do have the two balls, see if you can do circles with both feet. Good. Doing a little brain exercise here. Okay? As soon as I said that, I really screwed up there, but I don't know if you can see that or not. Anyway, so I'm going clockwise. Now stop and go the other way. Go counterclockwise. Counterclockwise. Good. Just 3 of those, and now back and forth. Okay, I'm going to take the balls, put them right here, because I'll probably be picking them up here in a little bit. Okay, now bring one leg over. I'm only going to do one leg. I have a bad knee, so I'm just going to do one leg. I want you to do both. Bring it up. Bring it up. If you've got a cross, you can actually get your hand through your legs. Sit up nice and straight. Oh, yeah. You can feel this. We're opening up the hip. Do you feel it? I've got my left leg over my right. I feel it my left hip. Good. What's my right foot doing? My right foot is going to just push into the floor or the carpet, whatever it is. It's a little pulse. And every time you pulse, you can feel it opening up the hip. Oh yeah, doesn't matter, male, female, we all have really tight hips. This is really good for it, just to open it up. Nice, keep pulsing. Good, 3 more. And last one. Now you change feet, change legs, and do your right over your left. And let's do the same thing. Now, the first thing you're gonna notice, make sure you can get your hand through here, is that one side is probably gonna feel a little bit tighter than the other, okay? Or maybe they're both extremely tight. But we do have a lot of tension and tightness here, so we wanna open it up. So let's do the same thing. Just pushing that heel into the floor or carpet, and every time you pulse it, you're gonna feel that hip pull, but it's gonna open a little bit more each time. Good, good. After this one, we have 3 more, 2 more, and last one. Let's hold this right here. Let's grab our tennis ball. Let's use our tennis ball and let's start to work the calf area. Oh yeah, circular motion. Kind of stay clear of the knee. We don't need to go over the knee bone, but the calf is good. And then I've got a great shot right here on my foot. So I've got a lot of bones. Got a lot of bones in the feet. I've got about, let's see if I can remember. I think as adults we've got something like 206 bones. That would be my guess. 206 bones. We've got about 26 of those 206 in each foot. So we've got a lot of little bones in our feet. So we're gonna take that ball, circular motion, and get things going on the foot. Come up. Good, feel that shin bone. Let's go up on the side of the bone. Good, coming up towards the heart. Okay, right when I hit the knee, I'm gonna go back around and do the calf. It feels good. And now move things around with it. Move it back and forth. Back and forth. Good. Okay. Now, so that's, not only is this one of the best pieces of equipment you'll ever own, because we do a lot of hand and eye coordination. We'll be going back and forth. The hands will be throwing it up and catching it, but it's also great for massage. Great for the bottoms of the feet, great for the legs. Okay, so I'm gonna put my ball down here. Now I'm gonna start to use my hands. So now find the little cushy part on your foot. Go right below the little toe, okay? And go right below the big toe, okay? Those two spots right there are very important for good balance. When you plant that foot down for a step, you want to feel those two spots hitting down on the floor, and then the full heel, okay? So feel the heel, good. Feel the arch of the foot. Use your thumbs, make your way, good, to the toes, and then back down, good. And go back up, feel right below the big toe, right below the little toe. We want that hitting the ground every single step, heel down, for good balance. Balance is a big thing, okay? And use your fingers, good. And now drop that foot. Bring the other leg up. Again, I'm gonna stay with my same leg, but grab the other leg, bring it up. Get your tennis ball. Start the circulation going right around the calf area. Oh yeah, circular motion. So I like to put the ball down and stack my hands, okay? I get better control of the ball because it is round, it is gonna roll, and I wanna keep it right where I want it to go. Now I will tell you, while you're doing this, we do the same routine on our arms, thighs, whatever. When and if you find somewhere on your leg that is tender, stop the rolling, give it just a little extra pressure, and start the rolling again, okay? A little bit of tenderness could mean there's inflammation, so we're trying to knead it out, good. And now make your way to the foot. Along the side, bottom of the foot, feel right below the big toe and the little toe, good, knowing that that's the striker. When you have that, take that step, good. And now come up the shin bone. Come up the shin bone, beautiful. And one last time, make your way around. So you could spend your whole Jeopardy or Wheel of Fortune or news program actually working the ball, getting circulation going in the body, perfectly acceptable. The only thing I recommend is that you try to sit up as straight as you can while you're doing it, and keep cueing yourself, bringing your belly button back to your spine. Bring the belly button back to the spine, good. Okay, so now we're gonna take our hands and we're gonna work our fingers, especially our thumbs, into the bottoms of the feet. Good, use the side of the feet. If you wanna grab each toe, you can do that. Some people like to take their fingers, go between the toes. You might be like, well, I can't really grab the toes yet. You'll get there. And then do a circular rotation with the ankle. Oh yeah, and now go front and back. So these are not difficult to do, and I will tell you, only because I do them so much myself, that once you start to do these, you'll start to add and incorporate things that you want to do. And be like, oh, maybe I'll try this, and maybe I'll try that. And then you'll find that when you're sitting, yeah, I'm sitting, but I'm doing something else. Take that leg off. Good, and let's just go back and forth. Now take your arms, put them on the chair, and see if you can bring yourself up a little bit. Now you're not gonna actually bring yourself, because we're not gonna take our forearms and try to lift ourselves up, but as you start to put your arms on the arms of the chair and lift up, you're gonna feel, I should ask you right now, if you were sitting in front of me, I would say to you, what are you feeling? And what you are feeling is you're working your biceps and your shoulders and your tricep muscles. So put your hands right on your chair. You're not gonna lift your bottom off the chair, but you're sitting up nice and straight. But it's the attempt to press up, press up, press up. Good. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Drop your hands down, shoulders up, back, and down. I have a weight down here on the floor. That's there for a reason. I like to have something on the floor for range of motion. What happens? You drop your glasses, your pencil, whatever. You want to have that range of motion. So if you have something, let's grab a little water. Cheers, everybody. Even if it's just your water bottle, that's okay. Put something on the floor so you can bend. As soon as you bend over to get it, you're gonna feel a little stretch, which is good, in the lower back. Okay, grab it and bring it up. Put it back down. Now go out an inch. Come back up. Grab it. Put it down. Go out an additional inch. Why? Because I only do it 3 times to try to gain with that range of motion. You can still keep your sights on the TV. While you're doing it, you're picking it up. So wherever you had it, wherever you put your item down, go down, pick it up, put it down an inch out, come back up. Pick it up, go an inch out, and come back up, and grab it. And now we're gonna go to the other side. So put it right down, pick it up, go an inch out, come back up. Each time bringing the belly button back to the spine, go out, come back up, grab it. Good, now we're gonna go on the front. Put it down right in front of you, come back up, grab it, put it out an inch further, come back up. Not hard, but working on the range of motion, good. And come back up, beautiful. So ideally, that when you put it down, it's not gonna be so close to you next time. It might be further out. And then every time you go an inch out from that, you're expanding your range of motion. That's the concept there. Okay, so that's all we're gonna do here. And again, it doesn't have to be a weight. It can be your tennis ball, it can be your water, whatever it is, but try to get that range of motion. I'm gonna sit all the way back in my chair. Oh, feels so good. Heels are gonna go into the carpet, and now my toes. So hi there, Winnie. If you haven't met Winston yet, he's Winston the Westie. He's our good dog, yes. He hasn't been groomed in a long time, but then again, who has, right? Heels go down, toes go down. So what's happening as the heels are going into the carpet, and then the toes, what's happening? We're working the lower part of our legs. So again, we're seated and we're sitting, but we're getting circulation going in our legs. Here we go, heels, toes, heels, toes. And it doesn't have to be loud. If you're happen to think about, well, what about my neighbors? What are they thinking about me pounding on the floor? It can be very light. Just working the legs, good. Nice, let's do 2 more. Heel, toe, one more time, heel and toe. Okay, sit up nice and straight, belly button back to the spine. Take the right arm, we go overhead. I've got my left arm right here on the chair, and I'm gonna be like the teapot. I'm a little teapot, and just tip that right hand, bring that upper arm as close to the ear as possible, and just tip a little bit. You're gonna feel a side stretch. Right arm goes on the arm of the chair. Left arm comes up. Bring the upper arm close to the ear and tip. It's a total side stretch. People ask, how long should I hold it? Count to 3, work up to 5, someday maybe to 10. Up we go. Upper arm's right in line with the ear and tip. Belly button back to the spine, come back, one more time. Left arm goes up, upper arm goes back to the ear and tip. Nice. And come back. Okay, both hands right on the left arm of the chair And let's look over our left shoulder. Ready? Sit up nice and straight. Look over the shoulder. And one last time. Both hands on the right side. And now look over the right shoulder. Keep the chin up. Perfect. And look at our program is over. We've gotten our little workout in. Nice job, everybody. We'll see you next time for more things you can do while you're sitting. Bye, everybody.